It's about time.
What's up guys, and welcome to this week's Top 10 where we count down the best PlayStation 1 games to ever come out. Kicking our list off with number 10, and we have the very first Tomb Raider. This was the first time gamers got to experience the adventures of Lara Croft and all of its pixelated, square, blocky graphics. The original Tomb Raider was one of the flagship titles on the PlayStation and pretty much a reason to own the system. The series was recently rebooted for a new generation and is stronger than ever. At number 9, one of my personal favorites, it's the Die Hard trilogy. The Die Hard trilogy is basically the orange box of the 90s because you got 3 games on one disc. Everyone that played the Die Hard trilogy had one reaction, and this was it. Coming in at number 8, Cool Borders 3. Snowboarding games were pretty big on the PlayStation 1, but for me personally, Cool Borders 3 was pretty much the definitive snowboarding game you had to own. Cool Borders 3 let you customize your boarder from head to toe, as well as let you punch other snowboarders off their boards. Amazing. Coming in at number 7, Crash Bandicoot. Now, before Naughty Dog were the naughty gods of perfection they are today, they started off making platforming games with a very memorable character in the form of Crash Bandicoot. It's thanks to the Crash Bandicoot series that the Uncharted series came to light, so thank you, Mr. Crash Bandicoot. Coming in at number 6, it's Tekken 3. Arguably the best fighting game to ever grace the PlayStation 1. Who can forget memorable characters such as Eddie Gordo? The fighting in Tekken 3 was absolutely sublime, and who can forget those amazing slow motion replays? Fighting games have come a long way since Tekken 3, but Tekken 3 set the foundation for a lot of them you see today. At number 5, and it's Resident Evil 2, another personal favorite of mine. It's actually one of the first games I ever picked up on my PlayStation 1. Fans will tell you that the best Resident Evil game ever made was number 4, but they'd be wrong because it's actually number 2. Playing as Leon in the infested Raccoon City was incredibly memorable. There were jump scares around almost every corner, and this game just kept on giving till the credits rolled. At number 4, it's the grandfather of racing simulators, Gran Turismo 2. Before the Gran Turismo series, racing simulators was something that you'd only really find on a PC. The Gran Turismo brought the experience to consoles and pretty much gave life to all of the console simulators that we now see on the various systems. All these years down the line, and it's still a PlayStation exclusive. Way to go, Gran Turismo. Coming in at number 3, it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I still remember playing this game with Blink 182 blasting through my speakers in the background with a pair of DC shoes on and a picture of Bam Margera up on my wall. This game was an absolute skateboarder's dream to play, and it had a lot of cool little Easter eggs like playing as Spider-Man and going around the bull ring at the end until you get 1,000,000 points. At number 2, it's that silly Japanese cartoon game that no one cares about, Final Fantasy VII. I thought if I didn't give this game a mention, I'd pretty much be tarred, feathered, and beaten to within an inch of my life. Final Fantasy VII is one of those games that people that played it when it came out go on about till this day. It's gotta be good if they're still rambling about it. I personally haven't played it, but it's being remade, and I will definitely be playing the remake. At number 1, it's the master and commander of all stealth games, Metal Gear Solid. Back in the PlayStation 1 days, there was no game that could touch Metal Gear in terms of a cinematic experience. It had AAA voice acting, and it felt like an interactive action movie. Not to mention all the cool little secrets Kojima threw in there that pretty much were revolutionary at the time, like plugging in a second controller when fighting Psycho Mantis so he couldn't read your mind. I mean, it was mind-blowing at the time. And that's why it's got to take the number 1 spot of the best PlayStation 1 game that ever came out. Let me know what you think of my picks and share your favorites in the comments below. Until next time, guys, TEKKEN.